Alright, second cast. Every morning I can get up in time. I've been hunting for a big walleye. Jigging a Berkley gulp minnow jig. Hitting a sunrise bite about 2 hours prior right now, or maybe 3, something like that. They're definitely turned on. Water's getting to a perfect level. Pretty cold out. It's probably, I don't know, it was upper 20s when I was in the car getting ready. Oh, nice 16-inch keeper range one right off the bat. The gulp bite so far has been slower than I expected, actually. So I threw on an F9 rapala, another little walleye. Still keeper range though, probably. Yeah, right around 15.5, I bet. There we go. Another one on the silver F9. Just steady retrieving it upstream. Kind of keep my rod at like 9, 10 o'clock when I do it. I seem to like it that way. So I'm fishing the shallower side of the pool. I'm just keeping it, basically I'm just running it a little bit above the bottom. Yeah. This is a little hotter than the gulp so far, but they might be turning on hotter as well. That one's probably right around the size of the others, 15, 15.5. A lot of little males lately. Switch back to jigging the gulp. Been a pretty slow bite this morning. You know, last 3 days or 4 days, whatever, it's been all little males pretty much. You know, 15 to 17 inches, or some 14s too, some undersized ones, but still holding out hope for a big girl. Average size last week was a lot better. I was getting a lot in the low to mid 20s. Not this week though. It's so cold out. I'm having a hard time turning my lights on and jigging and whatever. My hands got wet. I slipped and fell when I was walking in. And it's like 25 to 30 degrees out with like some wind. So wet hands means it's gonna be hard to jig. This one feels a little better. Could be wrong. Probably not much better. All of them been keeper size so far, all 15 to 16. Just small ones though. That one's probably a 17 or 17.5, right around there. A little better sized. It was a frustrating start to the morning, and even more frustrating end. I slipped and fell in the water 3 times, filled my waders, got all my jigs wet, so I gotta dry them all off so I don't rust. But the bite was okay, you know, at least at first. Got enough to limit out, just barely. And then I jigged for probably 2.5 hours after sunrise, after I picked up the last fish. Jigged all sorts of crazy jigs, just to see if I could pick up a Berkley gulp shy fish, pretty much. And had 2 hits, 2 fish popped off, one on a gulp and one on a purple black fleck curly tail jig. Then I ran the stick bait for a while and lost another fish on that. And that wouldn't have been that bad. It's normal to fish for 2-3 hours and not get anything in the middle of the day. I do it all the time, but I murdered my hands in the process. So cold and wet out that you just don't even, I can barely open and close them, and they're starting to heat back up now, but it was really painful. So I worked really hard to get you guys a daytime fishing clip, but it didn't come through. There's something. All right. Came over to the Spillway for the sunset bite. Just twitching a 16th ounce brown curly tail jig. Yeah, just a baby smallie. Gonna try and fish this wall here tonight for walleye as the sun starts to set. Felt that tap. Sweet. Just lightly jigging it, a little less aggressively than I was this morning. Oh, it's just another little smallie. Sometimes some panfish stack up here, and that's why I'm just playing around with these 16th ounces before the walleyes turn on. There's one. Sweet. Jigging the wall with a black green fleck bucktail jig. Or not green fleck, green strip. It's a smallie. Awesome. Didn't expect that. Ooh, it's a nice smallie. Wow. Tanker. That's a beauty. Quality smallmouth. Real fat and torn up. Nice. You know, not terribly long. Go get a measurement on him, probably 18 or so, but super thick. Super fat fish. That's a fish. Switch to a gray and black. Looks like a walleye, starting to turn on. That smallie wasn't as big as I thought. He was just 17, but for such a short fish, he had a little bit of weight. It's just a nice looking fish. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. A nice solid walleye. 18-incher. Already limited out though, so just looking for a big one to CPR. Just had one mess with the hair. Felt them hit too. Couple little nippers. They're definitely turning on though. And not bad fish. Better size than the other river, surprisingly. Usually it's the other way around. That one's a solid 19 and a half. Nice looking walleye. Sweet. They are turned on so hard, man. That's like 3 out of 5 casts. Oh shoot, the line's all caught on the edge there. I feel it. There we go. They are turned on really hard. Yeah. That gray and black, 16 and a half, 16. Fish. Right along the wall there. Ooh, he's taking a little drag. It could be a good one. Oh, it's a smallie, that's why. I was gonna say if a walleye's taking drag, it's probably mid-20s plus. Another nice smallie. Sweet. Oh yeah. Nice one. Quality sunset bass. Wow. That is a bigger bass than the last one, I think. That was a nice one right there. Jeez. Oh yeah, that one's definitely 18 plus. 100% sure. Big gut on her too. Look at that bass. That's a nice bass. We'll get a measurement on her. She ain't huge, but she's a nice, healthy, real chunky, well above average fall smallmouth. A little over 18 inches. Also kind of special to me because she's the 30th one that I've gotten on smallmouth that's been 18 inches or better. So master angler size for this state or better. I always let the master angler fish go though, so this one's definitely getting released. It's a great looking fish though. There she goes. Awesome. They're still all fired up. I just had a smaller walleye pop, I think. You know, probably mid-teens. Felt like a walleye. A couple casts later, got another fish on, man. This is killer. This is way better than this morning at that other river. This guy's really tugging. It might be a... No, it's a walleye. It's a strong walleye. Another quality fish, you know, 17 incher, roughly. Switched over to like a muddy colored bucktail with black, so I'm using up all my grays. There she goes. Something smaller right next to me here. Not tiny, but not very big. Another walleye, sweet. Oh. Obviously I'm not taking more than my limit, but that's another 5 on top of limiting out this morning. That's a real fat girl. You know, 18, 19 incher, but huge gut on her. Probably a lot of eggs. I can just hook's in there all awkward. It's in there twice. There we go. That's a fatty. Alright, see you later, girl.